Next up, we have Blue Team from the Halo 5 Guardians OST. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, all that good stuff. At the time of recording, we just passed 3,000 subs on YouTube, so thank you so much for this. Really, really cool. I was not expecting to hit this quickly, so thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Two disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time hearing this ever, so I will be pausing a lot as I will be pointing things out as I hear them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take, so I might stumble upon my words. Whatever happens, happens. With that being said, let's do this. Blue Team. It's the fire team squad of Master Chief. Good to know. Let's do this. Blue Team. We start with what sounds to be either the violas or the cellos, and they are giving us our initial, what sounds to be our initial motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. Part of the main menu theme. So there you go. So this is no longer just a, if this is the motif that is also used in the main menu, it would go to become a leitmotif. So it's been a while since we've been able to mention this. So a leitmotif is what happens to a motif when it becomes used, when it gets used in more than one piece. This was coined by Richard Wagner, in his Ring Cycle operas. The Ring Cycle operas is a set of 4 operas. It's a series that lasts anywhere between 12 and 14 and 16 hours depending on the performance. And yeah, Wagner realized, yeah, I have 16 hours of music, 12 to 16 hours of music. How do I reuse material efficiently? So he decided to use leitmotifs. For example, there is the leitmotif of Valhalla, because it's Norse mythology based, right? So the leitmotif of Valhalla, whenever Valhalla is mentioned or is shown on set or anything like that, you will hear the same instruments play the same motif, which makes it a leitmotif. We can consider it a theme song kind of thing. So, and yeah, today we're going for another 2 hours, by the way. So yes, let's see. So yeah, we're having this leitmotif. Let's see how it's used. Because right now we've had one line of music giving us this very, very beautiful melody. Let's see where they take it. We repeat it. And we have a second, now the violins doing canonic imitation. Do the motifs have to be from the same artist? No. So now we have canonic imitation, which is exactly what you just heard happened. We had the first set, I think those are the violas, doing the melody, and then we had the violins copying that melody a little bit higher up, and then we're going to start doing what is called counterpoint. Counterpoint, the study of melodies, how they interact with each other, how they develop, that kind of thing. And we are going to see what happens. Bonfire, no, it's not. No, it's not. This is live cue, though. Okay, let's see where this goes. Very beautiful. Is that a French horn with the... I think that had a French horn in doubling. So the violas now were doubled by the French horn. Doublings in music is when you have more than one instrument playing the same thing. In this case, I think it was the violas and the French horns doing... and one of the French horns doing the same melody. And I like it. I like that we are fully embracing this motif and giving some time of silence to let these things just breathe. So OSTs have been reused over many games on multiple different composers. Yeah, so it's a leitmotif. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, the Star Wars, Indiana Jones, all those. There's different, the Harry Potter. There's many different leitmotifs that exist nowadays. And you don't have to be the same artist or composer to be able to use it. Because at the end of the day, it's not who makes it, it's what it is. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Yeah, that's a French horn. Now we're grading the rest of, I think those are the double basses, the cellos. The horn is now doing its thing. Strings, bringing in with this crescendo. Crescendo is what you just heard, getting louder. The opposite is either diminuendo or, depending on where you see, a decrescendo. It can be either. Some of these terms are not the most consistently applied. But yeah, we're having this, and oh my god. This is beautiful. Silence again. From the distance. That sounds like a synth. Very, very distant. Piano. So. Any songs you started, I think it was Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, no, that happens a lot. So yes, now we have changed over to the piano. We bring in this, like, it sounds like kind of like a rocket ship off in the distance, and we bring piano. When it comes to instrumentation and orchestration, you want to use the right instruments, not just for the right sound and texture, but also for the right psychological response. A piano is very often something that reflects an individual, with the complexities of the individual. Because right now we had a fairly big ensemble. We had a string orchestra and the French horn and a bunch of other stuff, and now we've reduced the scale over to a piano. What defines a synth? A synth is usually just a keyboard that plays samples that are otherwise not naturally conceived in other instruments. Like usually a synth is short for a synthesizer, which synthesizes different sounds, which are usually digital. However, a synth can have audio sample library samples of other instruments. Usually the synth is just played on a keyboard, and it can usually be told as a separate instrument due to the uncanny valley nature of the sounds. Because if you hear a synth, it's not going to sound human-made. Even though it is, the sounds themselves are not going to sound that human. That's what makes it a synth and not just a sample. So the main menu that the spaceship passes through the screen. Okay, so there you go. So you have that like muffled off in space. We bring in the piano, which symbolizes the individual. In this case, Master Chief. It's not the first time we've seen this happen with Halo music. We've had Master Chief being represented with the piano many, many times before. So let's see where this goes. Not created with physical instrument sounds either. Exactly. Yes. And we bring in a solo cello. Beautiful. Ooh. Variations of this motif going absolutely beautiful. And we are having a very subtle synth in the back, giving us a little bit of chords, very quiet, very subtle. I almost didn't notice them. So yeah, no, we're having that in the background, filling up the space. And usually these types of synths, they are going to fill up the space in a way that it actually sounds like space. It's a very unique thing when it comes to these types of sounds, and it can be very difficult to emulate. So kudos to the composers here, because this is really good. Let's see where it goes. Now we're having the piano and the cello with the violins giving us a ceiling up above. Ooh. Okay, I like this. So the cello is playing a full-blown melody. The piano is giving us these shorter bursts of motifs that are very much sequenced. So when it comes to a motif, sequencing is what you do for a piano. Yes, we're doing this in the piano. So sequencing is when you take a motif. In this case, we're taking this shape. And the way you do this is you repeat that shape from a different point on the scale. In this case, we're going up the scale. and we're having this sense of ascension while the cello is doing everything that the melody is doing, and we're having these violins giving us this kind of like skyline feeling to it by holding what is called a pedal note or pedal tone. It varies depending on which academic snob you talk to. So yeah, no, but we're having this very cool, very contrasting approaches to everything. You're having, I assume the piano is signifying Master Chief, and the cello is signifying the other guy. I don't know these. I haven't played Halo. So you're having the Master Chief taking careful steps, slowly approaching, slowly getting towards his objective, while the other one is just playing the melody, singing the song and dance. And yeah, let's see. Where goes that sequencing on the piano? Yeah, it's very common, yeah. And that French horn. And we bring in the string orchestra again to uplift everything. Oh, and some cymbals. And we go even further higher with this melody. And we're having the double basses. Interesting. So we're having, I'm getting goosebumps from this. So the string orchestra, we're having two sections of violins, which is usually around 12 violin players each. One section of violas, which is usually 10, one section of of cellos, and one section of double basses. I almost said double cellos, right? So the double basses are doing what is called pizzicato. Pizzicato means to pluck the string. And yeah, that's it. Like usually for these kinds of instruments, these are bowed instruments. So you have a bow and you play it with the bow. Right now, the basses are doing pizzicato. They are plucking the strings. The opposite of pizzicato is arco. Arco is when you actually play with the bow. And this is just beautiful. And the reason why the pizzicato is very, very important here is that it's giving us a more percussive sound, giving us a very vague sense of rhythm. Very, very cool. Let's see where it goes. Ooh. We brought a chorus. We have humans singing, escalating further up. Yes. Okay, so we just had one of my favorite things happen. When you're making music, you're doing one of two things. You are building tension or you're resolving that tension. Point in the middle, we call a cadence. So, right now you heard that. We were building up that tension higher and higher, waiting for that bombastic sound to just break through everything and just go through and make everything collapse. But instead of resolving up here, we took everything down to collapse here, and everything resolved quietly. And now we're bringing in this synth, giving us some chords and a little bit of a note, and it's quieter. And this kind of resolution is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. It's such a powerful way. You don't resolve it with a boom, you resolve it with a whimper, and it can have such a powerful effect. Let's see where it goes. Oh, and you bring it right back up. Oh, beautiful. Now we have the melody again, but now with the full orchestra, with the bass drums. And, of course, when it comes to this, whenever you want to make something dramatic, have the violins play it at a higher range. Very expressive, very beautiful. These are the same melodies that we've heard before, but now that they're going high up above, it just sounds mwah, beautiful. Sometimes the best way to build tension is to let it go first, yes. And there we go. Now we're bringing everything together. There's the melody. Again for the melody, and now we're adding a little bit more percussion. Different resolution. We have some snare, percussion. And now we are bringing out the brass, and we have introduced full percussion rhythms. Now there's a proper beat. For the first time in this entire piece, we have a proper beat. And oh my god, this is brilliant. This is so good. So we're having this, now we're giving the melody over to the brass instruments, the trumpets, trombones, tubas, the French horn. Is the full orchestra playing? No. Not everybody is playing. And this is fairly normal when it comes to orchestration. You're not going to have every instrument play at all the time. But now we are having most of, like, what we haven't had so far has been a woodwind section. There have been no woodwinds. There's been no flutes, no oboes, no bassoons, no clarinets. We have had French horns, which I guess that technically counts as a woodwind, but I count them in this case as brass. And now we're having brass. So it's been strings, brass, and percussion. That has been our ensemble so far. And yeah, it's worked really, really well. There are a couple of spots where I think you could have fit like a flute or an oboe, but so far this has been just brilliant. Let's see where it goes. We got like not that much left. And there you go. You see that? Oh! Those trumpets giving this, while the violins have gone from being the melody to now giving us arpeggios. Arpeggios is when you play a chord one note at a time, and that's what these violins are doing. The whole string section is giving us all of this, and it is very nice. Let's see where it goes. And these chords, the chords are a little bit resemblant of the original Halo theme. A little bit. They resemble it a little bit, and it's really, really showing. Like, it's giving you that type of echoes. It sounds a little bit familiar, because it sounds familiar, even though this is completely separate. So, cello hitting many keys, the as they can. Oh no, Megumi, that's just a tutti. That's just a tutti. And it can happen. You can absolutely make it happen. Most composers figure out a way to do a tutti with everyone playing at the end of... usually during a climax, you can have a tutti. Or every single instrument player. And I've done it. And it's difficult. It's difficult to figure out because of how easy it is to muddy everything. So yes, and now, yeah, we bring it back down to the piano. We had this moment of epic, just trumpets and everything, and we've now brought it back down to the piano. This is beautiful. Let's see, we got about 15 seconds left, 20 seconds left. Let's see how it ends. Back to these chords that very resemblant of the original Halo motif. And then those notes that were down low, we finally let them go. We let everything echo out. And there we have it. My God, what a beautiful piece. What a beautiful, beautiful piece that was. There you go. That was Blue Team from the Halo 5 Guardians OST. That was insane. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the video, YouTube archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much once again. At the time of recording, we reached 3,000 on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member, support this channel as much as you want, but not at your own expense. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request songs, and you're not on the live stream, if you are on the live stream, do not request yet. If you're not on the live stream, Go to the Discord link down below and go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the pinned messages. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you want to know what time that is for you, link down below are the Discord and the Twitch. They both have the stream schedule, the full up-to-date stream schedule in your local time zone, so that you don't have to worry about, oh, what time is 6 p.m. Central European Time. So it's right there. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel where we put the VODs of our gaming after shows if they happen. Link down below. Games are Basterd. The YouTube channel is there, or you can search for it on YouTube. Same username as James R. Basterd. You swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. Really, really good stuff, man. The Halo soundtracks have just been incredible, man. So there you go. Blue Team, really, really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.